Hey y'all, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I am working with these angel papers from Sweet Pea Curiosities, and I'm going to be pairing these with papers from TaylorMade Journals. These papers from Sweet Pea Curiosities are in a kit called Heavenly Angels File Folder Kit. And the papers that I'm going to be using from TaylorMade Journals are a paper pad that was put out a while back. It's called Chipped Paint. I love these papers, the Grungy papers. Now you can still purchase this paper pad. These are 8x8 papers. Or you can go over to her Etsy shop and purchase her online digital printable download version of these papers. So this is the cover to this chipped paint paper pad. And I will link all of that information below in the description box, as well as where you can purchase this angel kit. So these were file folders. They had a little tab. The tabs were on this side. I cut the tabs off because I'm going to be making some folios. So the first thing that I did was, after cutting these images out, I glued them all to Grungy coffee dyed papers to create the base for my folios. So these are going to be the outside covers of my folios. So I have already started cutting around them. So I will take these and I will fold them in half, which I have already scored them. So each one of these will be folded in half. And then I'm going to round all the corners and ink around these with, I don't want to use vintage photo. I'm going to use Gathered Twigs Distress Oxide ink and ink around all of these edges. And then I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to stitch these or not. So let me get all that done and I'll be back. Okay, change of plans. I have chosen a card, a large card for each one of the ephemera folders. And I need a pocket to hold the card. Instead of clipping these corners multiple times, I'm gonna go ahead and glue my pocket in first. Okay. So that I can house this card. And when I clip this corner, I only have to clip it once instead of multiple times. So a little time-saving thing there. And on these cards, I'm going to cover the back with different pieces of Lorna's papers, Lorna's chip paint papers, and cut all of those out. And then I'm going to round all the corners on these and get all these pieces inked up. Okay, so I'm going to take my ink and age the edges of this pocket. To be honest with y'all, half the time when I make things, I may start out with one intention and then they end up being something completely different. So now I know I'm going to clip the corners, so I'm not going to worry about inking the corners. because I'm just going to have to come back and re-ink them after I clip them. I'm just going to do that. Do a little along here just to age the paper. Get things into flow here. Go ahead and ink these edges. I can actually go ahead and round this edge because I'm not putting a pocket on this edge. It's kind of thick. It's 4 sheets of paper, cardstock, and coffee dyed paper. Okay. And then because of the pattern of the botanical on this corner, and then I decided I would just put all of them on this side because originally I wanted them all on this side, but these are the corners that came with the kit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue along the bottom and the side. And I'm going to come in a little bit because I know on the corner, because I know I'm going to clip that corner off. And I don't want there to be a hole there. Glue this pocket on. And I'm going to take her, and there's blue here. She's got a little bit of green with her, but let's see. I like this paper. I'll use this paper. So I'm going to glue her to this paper. And then I'm going to come in on the corners because I know I'm going to clip the corners. So when I glue this down, I'm going to come in a little bit. On each corner. As close to the edge as I can. Cut her out. This edge is good. This edge I need to cut just a little tiny sliver off. And then I'm going to round the corners. Ink around her on both sides, just so everything matches. You don't have to do all the inking, and you don't have to have a corner rounder. You could do it with your scissors. I did it with scissors for a long time until I was able to get a corner rounder. Okay, and now she'll fit in here. And I can go ahead and round this corner up here too. And this corner, because I know I'm not going to put a pocket up there. Catch that up. Okay. And then with the kit from Sweet Pea Curiosities, she had some pages of pockets. So I'm going to use a pocket. I think I'm going to make a double pocket. I printed multiple. There's some with, the botanical prints on them. So here's one with blue. So I want this one because it matches. Have a 2-inch hole punch so that I don't have to hand cut these thumb notches. Line that up as best I can. Punch that thumb notch out. Round these corners. Well, one of these didn't feel right when I clipped it. Okay. Ink around them just to make them pop off the page and to keep the aesthetic going. Now, since I know what I'm doing over here, I can also go ahead and round that corner off. So once you figure out what you want to do, the rest will go quicker if you're making multiple things. I want this one on the bottom. I'm going to put glue on 3 sides. 3 sides. 2 sides in the bottom. This one into place. Two sides on the bottom of this one. Then let's see how far up, because I have some small things. Okay. Some pockets. And then I think just for fun on her, do I want to add a pocket? Do I? And then I can put something back here. Maybe. I might end up putting a pocket on the back of these. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. So now I can start choosing my ephemera pieces. These are all from the kit. What I want to put inside. I really like her. Her. And then I think wings. Do I want wings or do I want to add some tags? Because I have several sheets of tags. Which is why I said I may end up putting a pocket on the back of her. This tag here. some pages of tags. I like this one. I like this one. So I'm gonna cut this one out. And none of these pieces are backed. I'll back them off camera and ink around all of these pieces off camera. Like her. And then here on the back, I might put some, I kind of hate to cover up all this lace, but I'm gonna add a pocket. Let me clip this corner. You can do this however you like. But yeah, I'm gonna add another pocket on the back. For more storage. Oops. Hello, Jen. Yep. Every time I'm on video. I glued all of this other stuff earlier off camera and I didn't have a problem with the glue. Probably because I wasn't talking. All right. So now I can choose to put a taller piece in here. A larger piece and cut her out. Okay, so this is where I'm at for now. What I will do is there are some more background papers in the kit that match the look on the back of each of the covers. So I'll print some of those out and I'll either make a tag or a fold up note card, tall note card to put back here. So this is where I'm at on these. The next time you see these, I will probably be doing flip throughs for all of these. I probably won't do another process video because it's just backing all this stuff, inking all around it. I'm not gonna add any words or labels to these. I may put some labels inside for whoever gets these to use as they see fit. Okay, so hopefully this gives you a little bit of an idea of what you could do with some of the papers and ephemera that you have laying around or piled up like I do. But I am going to be working on all of these. So, and I did decide not to stitch around them. Each one will have the same style of pockets, just different ephemera inside of them. Okay, thanks for watching, y'all.